Wandering Souls. As you can see, we are currently on the road, and that is kind of a big part of our life right now as we are living in this camper van. His name is Vinny, by the way, in case you didn't know. And today we are going to answer some of your most frequently asked questions. Yeah, and Captain Redbeard over there is driving, so he might be a little more focused on the road, but we'll do our best to answer these together. Number one, what do you eat while living in a camper van? And this is one of my favorite questions because we love food. And
maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, we love to cook. And so actually we've been doing a ton of cooking while living in this camper van. We try to limit ourselves when it comes to eating out, just because cooking is a lot cheaper, a lot healthier, and we really enjoy it. We have been able to make some really incredible meals. We do a lot of salads, burrito bowls, quinoa bowls, stir fries, curries. But just the other night, we stopped at a little seafood stand and we bought wild shrimp and local oysters. We made grilled shrimp and an oyster stew with lemon sage sauce and paired it with a white wine. So we're eating pretty well in this van. Don't worry about us too much.
Actually, we eat a lot of times either vegetarian or vegan because of our cooler situation.
Yeah, we don't have a refrigerator. We have a cooler, and to prevent food waste, we try to stay away from meat and cheese as much as we can. Though we both love cheese, so that's not really a hard and fast rule. But we've come up with a lot of recipes for vegan tacos, vegan burrito bowls, and we'll be sharing some of our favorite camp recipes soon, so watch for those. Next question. This is definitely the most popular question. Are you ready? Where do you guys shower? Do you find the nearest gym or YMCA, or just use the river? And I can tell you that we've done pretty much all of those. But basically, you can shower in campgrounds. Even if you're not staying there, you can usually pay a couple bucks to shower. We've showered at public pools, got a little swim in, community centers. We've even seen some private or public restrooms that have showers in them for free along the road.
And Katie, what was the weirdest place we've showered?
An alpaca farm. We did shower next to alpacas. It was actually one of the best showers we've had, though. It was
really
awesome.
Nice.
And actually, if you want more information about how we shower, where we find showers, all of that, we've put together a complete post and video, and it's not the kind of video you might be thinking. But if you're interested in learning more about showering while living in a camper van, you can definitely check that out. We'll put that link below. Number 3, if you had to guess, how much does it cost to live per week or month on average in a camper van? It's a great question, and actually, we do not even have to guess. We, if you follow our blog at all, you know that we're pretty meticulous about keeping a budget and recording it all in an app on our phone. And let me check. I'm going to look at our most up-to-date daily average.
And this is including everything from gas to food to groceries to campsites.
Everything. Even
drinks.
Buying deodorant on the road, we put it all in there. Yeah, drinks. But our daily average, drum roll please, is $78.37 per day, and that's for 2 people, which isn't terrible. We could definitely cut some things like beer and coffee.
Do we really want to, though?
No. And if you're curious about what all we're spending our money on, we are going to do a complete article that breaks everything down. Everything from gas to, like Ben was saying, campsites, food, beer. So keep an eye out for that. All right, next question. Have you met any others while living the van life with pets or young children? How do their experiences differ from yours? And that is a great question. And we have absolutely met people of all ages, from all walks of life. Wow, it just got really sunny there. That are living the van life and making their dreams come true.
A lot of people that we meet that have a van similar to us are younger couples.
Yeah, to be honest, this van is probably more conducive to just 2 people. It might be a little bit tricky to fit a big dog or a small child in here, but it could be doable. Who knows? But usually the families or people with pets have larger vehicles like an RV or a tow-behind camper. And typically, for the most part, they are traveling for a bit shorter periods of time, like weekends or, wow, that just got really bright. Like weekends or maybe just a week at a time. That's not to say, though, that there aren't people out there doing the long-term thing. We did meet a couple a few days ago.
Yeah.
This awesome couple that was traveling with their 2 young kids from California all around the West Coast. They had done, I think they've been on the road for 2 months now. So it is certainly possible. All right, let's see. Okay, this next question is one that you guys are all wondering, but you're just too embarrassed to ask. Where do you poo? It's a great question.
In the toilet.
Yeah, in the toilet, of course, guys. Come on. But I know this is a big curiosity. Where do we poo while living, or just go to the bathroom? Number one, also, while living in a camper van. And it's actually a quite simple answer. On the road, just like any regular road trip, there's plenty of places to stop along the way, be it rest stops, gas stations, trailheads, coffee shops, grocery stores, visitor centers. I mean, really, there's tons of places along the way to stop if we have to go to the bathroom. And we usually try to camp near a bathroom, or how shall I put this, in a place where we can relieve ourselves in the wild. So we're either, camping somewhere where there's total privacy in the woods and we can do our thing, or there's, a bathroom really close to us. So usually not too much of an issue. All right, next question. Where do you park at night? Do you always stay in campgrounds, or do you just find places to park? I would say that we definitely do a mixture of both. Some of the big campgrounds can actually get to be quite expensive, like $35 a night, which honestly, I mean, that's like half of what we're spending a day. So that would add up really fast. And also, I mean,
a lot of them are already booked up, and because they're on a reservation system.
Yeah.
And so we typically don't really know where we're going to be until the day of.
Yeah, so that hasn't worked out all the time. There are, in a lot of states, in the West Coast especially, there's dispersed camping where there's, no camp host, there's no check-in station, but there are sites with fire rings, picnic tables even, and pit toilets, and a lot of them are actually free.
Yeah.
There's also BLM,
Bureau of Land Management.
That thing, where you can just park there and camp for free. Also, a lot of times when we're in towns, we just go on Google Maps and search for public restrooms. A lot of times they'll be by parks, and so we can find a place to park, and we can have a picnic, we can go into town, go to a brewery, have a nice night, and then just hop in our van and,
Come back home.
Yeah, come back home and be near a bathroom. So that's always something to think about too. Rest stops, visitor centers have worked a couple times. Our least favorite, do you want to tell them what that is, Ben?
Worst case scenario is we stay at a Walmart parking lot.
Definitely not the best thing, but we have done it, I think, 3 times now, where we've been in a large city and just haven't been able to find a place that they allow parking overnight. And so we go to a Walmart, and it's a pretty common knowledge that a lot of Walmarts allow you to stay in their parking lot overnight, and you can use their bathroom. You can fill your cooler up with ice, get groceries if you need to. Definitely not our favorite thing, though. Let's see, next question. How long did it take you to convert your van? This is a fun one. We're working on an article at the moment where we are documenting everything we did in this van. And we are going to break down the price, kind of step-by-step instructions so that you can use them if you want to do a similar conversion. But basically, like everything in our life, we make very last-minute decisions, and we decided, at the middle of April, that we wanted to do a camper van conversion.
And we bought the van a week later.
And then left 3 weeks after that. So it was a month in total that we made the decision, bought the van, did all the conversion, and planned our trip. So we did it quite fast, and we had no experience. We had very little tools, and we had a very tight budget, so we weren't taking a ton of shortcuts. We did everything ourselves. And actually, how much time do you think in total?
I think in total we spent about a week straight of work.
Yeah, because during those 3 weeks we had a lot of other stuff going on, so it wasn't like straight working on the van. All right, another question here. How do you have privacy while living in a van? It's a great question because we have kind of experienced all aspects of privacy, from being so in the middle of nowhere that there's no one for miles and we have no cell service, and we're like, if something happens to us, like what are we gonna do? Where it's kind of scary how much privacy we have, all the way to, like we just mentioned, we have spent a couple nights in Walmart parking lots where we don't have a ton of privacy and there are other people around, but it's kind of one of those sacrifices you make for living in a camper van. And we have made these curtains to cover every single window, so at no point when we have them closed can people actually see in here. At night, this kind of turns into our home.
Yeah, it gets nice and cozy, and it's our space.
So we don't worry about privacy all that much. Okay, the next one. What is the hardest part about living in a van? And this is a big question, and it's hard to answer in just, a paragraph of talking, but we'll do our best.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, we've kind of hit our groove. We've been living in this van for just over 2 months, and it's feeling like real life. I mean, it doesn't feel hard anymore. It feels normal. We wake up in here, we cook our meals in here, we sleep in here, and it feels right. But I think one of the harder parts would be everyday tasks take us a little bit longer than it would for normal people, like people that aren't living in camper vans. Like showering, we have to do a little searching to figure out where we're going to shower. We don't just go into our bathroom because we don't have one. Or
we have to wash our dishes immediately because our sink is that small.
Tiny. Yeah, we can't let dishes sit. So just little things like that have taken a little getting used to, but they're kind of just like normal life now. And then I guess a bigger part of that would be that a hard part about living in a camper van or just traveling in general is that you're moving all the time. So there's certain things about living in one spot that we've come to miss, like being able to work out consistently or go to our favorite coffee shop or bar, or grow our own herbs or spend time with family and friends. I mean, those kind of things are things that we miss about just being in one place. But it is, a sacrifice that comes with a lot of freedom and a lot of adventure, so it's been worth it for now.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one and last question. This is a really good one as well. That's hard to sum up in just a little bit, but this is, what do you enjoy most about van life? What would you say, Ben?
I enjoy the freedom of getting up and going somewhere and not really knowing exactly where you're going to do that day, but it just turns out to be an adventure.
I think living in a camper van gives us ultimate freedom. We can wake up in the forest and go to bed on the beach and be in a city for lunch. I mean, it's an amazing way to spend your day. And I think there's also something really empowering about carrying everything you need with you. I mean, this van is our home, and we're bringing it wherever we go. I mean, we have our kitchen and our bed and our closet all back there, and there's something really cool about that. And it's kind of the feeling we get when we're backpacking. We have our backpack that has everything that we need in it, and it feels just really cool to be self-sufficient. So I think it's really taught us a lot about the little amount of stuff that we need in order to survive and in order to be happy. So I think living in a van has just kind of changed our perspective and given us a different outlook on what we really need in life and what's special and important to us.
Yeah.
Not to get like too philosophical or deep, but yeah, that's kind of my favorite part. So anyway, those are some of our favorite questions that we just felt like we wanted to answer right away, but we will be answering some more down below. So if you're still wondering something and you didn't hear us answer it in this video, you don't see it down below in the article, feel free to write us a comment. We always look at those and we try our best to answer those.
If you really like this video, please share it and let others know about what's it like in a camper van.
Yeah, we love van life and we can't speak more highly of it. So we hope that you're interested and excited about van life as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.